Hello and welcome. This is Limitless talking about. I'm your host, Erna Beckering, and my guest, Monica de Leeuw of Atelier Innercolors. For the second time, hello, Monica.
Hello, Erna. So happy to be back again.
Yes.
Took a while.
Yes. You've been really sick the last couple, well, it's weeks actually, yeah? Maybe months?
Yeah, about 5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because we were thinking
So,
of having our part 2 of the podcast with you some time ago, and then you fell ill. But here we are. So in this episode, we will dive deeper into calibration. The first part, you already talked about how you got to the point that you were calibrating. And now it's time to reveal more. So
yeah.
go
I'm very
ahead.
excited to share my own calibration because right after Easter, I really became very sick, virus. My grandson, he's 1.5 years old, and he's always coughing, and so he infected me, and I really had for 5 days very high fever. It looked like COVID. It wasn't that, but I was really very and coughing and everything. And um, I also had a problem this time with being ill because I've already shared that I've been ill a lot in my life,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't accept it anymore. I was so angry. I was so angry at my body at that I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I had to postpone the podcast and so many other things. And
Yeah.
again, have my husband and other people taking care of my dogs. I have one puppy, so I just was mad. And I haven't
Frustrating,
been
eh?
that mad in the past as mad as I was. Then there was this, as I call it, my soul, one of my soul sisters. She said, "Shall I do a healing singing for you?" So she sings, and it doesn't sound like um, false. It wasn't nice to listen to,
Yeah.
but it really made a reaction in my body and made come loose what wanted to come loose.
Yeah.
And then she said, "I am supposed to ask you if you are able to give the discomfort you are experiencing and the anger about the illness to Mother Earth, so she can transform that into light, that you can get the light back again."
Wow.
And I immediately said, no, I can't do that. Well, I'm always, as long as I remember, I'm always in contact with Mother Earth. I'm
Yeah.
always with the crystals. I'm always with that light. But I couldn't do that for myself. So I realized at that moment, oh my God, this is an old paradigm that's still stuck in me. That is in the collective of you bear your own
Your own
sorrows
cross, eh? Yeah.
and like Jesus on the cross,
Yeah.
that picture came to me.
Yeah.
So then I thought, how am I going to change this? Because this is really very deep and old in me.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to calibrate for myself. And
Yeah, that's actually the best way, I think, eh?
yeah,
You're
but I was
calibrating for
so
others.
tired. I have to climb a few stairs to get in my studio. I could hardly climb those stairs, but
Oh.
I did. And I felt so much guidance in that. And I felt energy for that moment coming into my body to do it.
Yeah.
So I had 2 paintings I did 4 or 5 years ago when I called it intuitive painting, because it's also intuitive painting, but not calibrating is something else than only intuitive painting. And I hope I can explain that by telling my own story. So there were 2 paintings the same size. So I picked one, and that was one I did to open my heart more. that something had happened in my life that I really closed my heart, and I wanted to open my heart more. So I had intuitive paint on that, but I felt that that painting was done, and I already had the idea, what am I going to do with a painting like that? So I took that painting and I started painting over it. 5 minutes, and I picked my own color, and it was very dark. It was very dark, all dark all over. And every day I went to my studio to go on painting, and I felt the relief coming. It took much longer to really get back in a better condition in my life, but and the coughing kept on going, so I didn't sleep for 4 weeks because of the coughing. So I was so tired.
Yeah, I
But
can
I
imagine.
lost the anger. I really turned that over.
So you
And I
did
also
give that
noticed that
to,
my husband also was able to transform that without speaking about it. But it was my own attitude that changed in one split second almost.
wow.
And I had a tool to work on myself,
Yeah.
to get it out of me and to give it to the earth.
Yeah.
And that is this painting.
It's beautiful. Huh?
So there's a lot of darkness behind, but more and more light came in. Then all of a sudden it was all light, and then the colors came in.
Wow.
I think it's finished now, but I'm not sure. It's still, I don't know.
It can be a work in progress.
Yeah, we'll see. But the nice thing was, the good thing was that I was calibrating on giving my discomfort to earth. So I also did that during the day. Whenever I felt it, I gave it in nature to earth. I touched the earth. I do that, well, just like I said,
It's
I always did it, but
automatically.
now with the intention of, this is for you, and please turn it on. And then I really could feel that light coming in me. But I kept coughing. It didn't go away. So I had a test done in the hospital. What was going on? There was no virus, there was no bacteria, so no antibioticum, but it was fungi. The fungi we normally have, the candida, that was in my throat, and that was really the what caused this, the coughing.
Yeah.
And I kept on painting, and all of a sudden I saw the fungi coming in my painting, and I love the what do you call that? It's not a movie.
A documentary on
The
Netflix.
documentary, yeah, Fantastic Fungi.
Yeah. I saw it.
And then
It's
you
beautiful.
see, it's so beautiful, and I kept seeing that, and I thought, well, the fungi is really needed to clear out, to clean up what has to be cleaned up. And then this came out, and it stopped. I also got some homeopathic, but that followed on that. I knew what was happening, and then the fungi could go away. So that's good. And then I felt so thankful, gracefully thankful, as I call it, to Mother Earth, that she's doing this for us, for all of us.
Yeah.
And I also realized I am Mother Earth. Everything that we have, but that materialized, is Mother Earth. It doesn't come from outer space. Some rocks do, but most things are really Earth.
Yeah,
And
we are bound. We are bound to Earth.
Pardon me?
We are bound to Mother Earth, eh?
Yeah, we are Mother Earth.
So yeah,
everything is and we're and she lets us live on her, and for me, she's really a beautiful being.
Yeah,
I can see that, and I can also see her breathe. When I did became Reiki master 25 years ago, I really saw her breathing. That was the first time I really noticed she is really a living being. I really saw the breathing. But anyway, so I took the other painting that I did a few years ago, intuitive, and that one was that I was very frustrated about something. And that's this one, thankful, my gracefully thankfulness. It's next to giving my discomfort to Mother Earth.
It's amazing.
It gave me so much pleasure, so much joy, and so much more space and awareness.
Yeah.
So now the calibration I did for myself, because what is calibration, is that I made a foundation to go on in my life now with this, on this platform, and I made my own diving board to go on and expand myself and transform myself, because that keeps going on in life.
Yeah, and to jump to the next level, so to speak.
Of awareness, of being aware of that, I can give the discomfort to, and I don't need to be sick to do that,
No, exactly.
become more
you
aware.
can do it. You can do it every day, even when you're healthy or when nothing's wrong.
Yeah, and it's really the new human that so many people are speaking about.
Yeah,
it's really evolving in me, and I love to share that with others, to give others also the tools to calibrate for others, so they can evolve also in their life.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why I do the calibration. Yeah.
So the colors, you already mentioned that you picked your own colors. You can see the difference between the two paintings, color-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So what do the colors of the second painting mean to you? What is it that they give back to you? Why did you choose those?
No, I don't have an explanation why I don't put. Of course, you can. Every color has its own frequency, and for me, and that's very personal. It's same with symbols. What does a symbol for you? That is so personal. You can look at things up on internet, but it's also your own personal interpretation.
Yeah, exactly.
And, perspective. From what perspective are you looking at the colors? But for me, these colors, I just see that fantastic fringy in it. I'll get it closer by. And in real, the colors are much brighter than my laptop can make.
Yeah, but bringing it closer to the camera, you already see a big difference. Wow, that is.
I also love this movement here.
Yeah, it's like it's fluid, huh?
Yeah, and what I also see, it's dense over here. It's like a mist. There's a mist coming in, and it's like a flower, a tulip, or a kelp is catching that and then turning it out, giving it to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can see the streams, the green of Mother Earth, and
but also the flow into the earth, and yeah. I think this is going to change. That if I am going to be called, because that I also, my guides tell me, I feel it. It's not really like we are talking to each other, but I know it's a knowing that sometimes I walked into my studio for something else, and all of a sudden one of the colors just popped up. So I took it and then I paint.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
let it go, and maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And sometimes longer. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my next question. How long would the process of calibrating take? How long did it take you to do these paintings for yourself?
For myself is now in weeks, every time a bit. But if I do it for somebody else, that I do the interview on Zoom. Let's talk about Zoom, because I can do it also personally in my studio if people can come over here. And I don't have to know the person. I don't have to know anything about the person. I just start asking the questions.
Yeah.
I hear the questions, and then what needs to be calibrated, is laying under, really under the surface. Like with me, it was really very deep under the surface. What needed to become aware in myself. Yeah. So it takes about a half hour to 45 minutes that I do that interview. Yeah. And in that time also, people often think they know what they wanted me to calibrate on, but there's always something underneath.
Yes, exactly.
And I really love that.
Yeah.
And sometimes they hate me for it, because I keep on asking, I keep on going.
I
And
can imagine.
yeah, and I really love that. But I'm so sure of the guidance.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they say things also when I'm doing it live. They tell me to say something to a person, and I think, no, I wouldn't like that myself, but I do it, and it always turns out really perfect.
Yeah.
So I am sure of that, and it's never the same. It's never, yeah, and that's also
That's great, huh?
that's great, yeah.
That's the
And I'm
beauty of
my
it.
own boss, so that's
Yeah, yeah.
with a lot
Yeah.
around me.
Just nudging you.
Yeah. So then when we know the word, or the like with me, giving the discomfort to Mother Earth, that's a long, but it can also be self-love.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be. Then I asked the person to I'll show you. See, I have my paint over there. I
Yeah.
bring it's not very easy. I have to find a new technical way to do that. I know there are better techniques, but I haven't done that. But it works with my laptop. And on the
Yeah.
other hand, because it's not, they really have, and then I tell them which color is really calling you.
Yeah.
So don't think what color do you like, or what color would be with self-love. Would I take pink?
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
it could be black as first color.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
I let them
Which is
pick
actually
4
so
colors.
unnatural to choose black, huh?
Yeah, but black, it makes it so beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of black in there, and dark blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
also a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
love it.
yellow. It's yeah. And then so then I have to paint. And what I also can do, and that if people are too much in their mind thinking about the color, oh no, I don't, why do I pick black? And
Yeah.
then it gets disturbed, because
Yeah,
you
exactly.
need to focus on that calibration.
Yeah.
Then I say, you know what, turn around and I'll pick a color. I'll see which color really is, and then you feel if it's okay, if that's the right color. And that
Yeah,
really
exactly.
works very strong. Yeah.
That's
Too.
amazing, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So that people are not looking at you. You
But
pick the color.
most people can really just, because I did the conversation already, and they really
Yeah.
are in that frequency, and they just choose their colors.
Yeah.
And then they say, "Oh my gosh."
I was doing an intuitive energy healing drawing for someone last week, and I don't look at the colors that I pick. I have colors ranging from black, brown, green, yellow, blue, purple, white, and then all the pastel colors in between.
Mm.
And I just pick. And the first color I picked was black. And that was so amazing, because she is really, really sick at the moment, going through a rough patch. So that was actually so amazing. And on top of the black came red, the passion for life. And that was, yeah, when I was finished, I was like, whoa, goosebumps all over. But yeah, when I started with the black, I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, black.
Yeah.
That was my first reaction, and then I just shut
Your
off.
mind
And
comes in between, and if you have, and that's why I don't really want to know what the colors could mean,
yeah,
because I want to be as clear as possible, and as yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah, this is completely different. The calibrating.
Yeah, but it does. We talked about that the first time too.
Yeah,
It
true.
does have an overlap. It's
It is
intuitive,
energy.
and it really works. The frequency you put in your drawings is the same as that I put the frequency in my paintings
Yeah,
for the calibration. It's
yeah,
another. You fly it on a different way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Would be in Dutch,
Exactly.
you come from this and I come from that part,
Yeah,
or whatever, but it's
but in
really
principle,
overlapping the same. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's about the frequency. So I love that you tell that about the pencils, that to feel the frequency of every color, and when colors are being mixed, the
yeah, exactly.
frequencies change.
Yeah.
So that it's with this one too. This is my gratefulness. I'm so thankful for Mother Earth, and um,
I
there are
love
more
it.
images in this one.
Yeah,
And what
there
I
are.
really love is that there was a snake in the this was I was mad, and I there was the snake coming out to do my kundalini,
Yeah,
and the snake is still there, but there came another swan-like bird around it,
yeah,
and my dragon.
yeah,
And
yeah. I was
this
just,
my dragon, I knew I call her Violin,
yeah.
and that is really my dragon here.
I was
But
just
I
going to
don't,
ask, what about your dragon? What about your
yeah.
dragon? But
But what
yeah.
I really like, this yellow part was in the first painting, and I'm not allowed to touch that.
Ah,
But there was black around, so that light that is behind there, and then also the fungi again, and all the
yeah.
no, this is not the fungi itself. It's the light coming from the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference between those two. Yeah. And that's, I'm talking about my paintings now, and then I see more and more and more.
Yeah, that's great, eh? Every time you look at them.
Yeah. So this one is more the rough version, and this
Yeah.
one is more the fine,
Refined,
the
yeah.
gracefulness and the light coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's both colorful. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
when I,
can't stop. I can't stop looking at them.
good.
They're so beautiful.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All my paintings have many colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I call it Atelier Innercolor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my
But
sister-in-law, who's the stone whisperer, she when I said I needed to make my own website, and I needed a name, and that's 4 years ago. Also for my book, I made the website because I was writing a book and I needed.
yeah.
So she immediately said Atelier Innercolors, and that was
Wow.
really yeah.
That came in.
Yeah, because I had my practice that was practice de origin, praktijk de oorsprong,
Yeah.
and that. But so that was my diving board to go into the calibration, into the intuitive painting,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what I learned in my practice as holistic therapist. Yeah, I also did a lot of Bach therapy and essential oils,
Yeah.
and I never wanted to know what they meant. I just picked them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that works really also for the animals. So yeah, did nice work with that. But that stopped. That isn't my path. But I did learn a
No.
lot to do this.
Nice,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
And
But
then
this.
when I have picked the colors, or the person has picked the colors,
Yeah.
chosen the colors, I write them down and I put them aside, and then I will paint in my own time. I don't do that online,
No. No.
and sometimes I do it immediately or a few hours later or a few days later, but I also have had it a few times that it took months before I could do
Yeah.
the calibration. And then it was always because I myself needed to become aware of something about that calibration, and also the other person needed to go through something to get to that calibration.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. So time doesn't exist
No.
beyond
No.
Earth.
No.
And then my guides could really call me all of a sudden, go up and now do it. I could see the person, I could see the
Now.
colors, and then, but also then I have the same as you just said about the black, that I know which brush I take and how much paint, I feel how much paint is needed, and then which color to start with, and
Yeah.
I just feel the movements coming in.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
That
Ah,
was in
that's.
too. It's just the movements. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you look at your paintings, it's like the first one to Mother Earth is more stripes or more lines,
Yeah.
more long, and then, well, the transformation, the gratefulness, the gratitude
Gratitude.
It
That's
is
the word.
grace.
Gratitude. I couldn't get the word. Yeah.
Oh,
Gratitude is the attitude. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
more.
you see, it's more like fluent and softer, and
Yeah, it's more outer earth.
yeah, yeah,
This one is inner earth,
yeah,
and this one is out. Is the rayons around the earth,
yeah,
also in the earth, but it's the energetic part. Well,
yeah,
it's all
exactly.
energetic, but yeah.
It is. It
If I
is.
think about the fantastic fungi, it's yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's really materialized in the earth. And I have seen that. I think about 10 years ago that I am in the woods a lot because of my dogs and my horses before,
Yeah,
and I had done some kind of session. I was really more in tune with myself, and I walked into the woods, and I saw all those like spider webs, all those lines from trees going to around, and all those colors too. That was
yeah.
really, I was so amazed by that. Yeah,
That is amazing. It's so
everything is
beautiful.
connected. Everything is connected. Yeah,
Yeah, when you look at spider webs and how they go from one place to another, then you know it is connected.
yeah.
It's like, do you remember the movie Avatar?
Oh,
Yeah. But also there, the
yeah,
concept of
yeah,
that the earth was talking that everything is connected, and that that idea is so beautiful, and it is actually true.
yeah. And that movie awakened a lot of people.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
It's like the Matrix.
yeah. Yeah, but that is actually amazing, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so what are we going to do next time?
Well, I'm looking for someone to do this live video.
Oh, really?
And that someone, could that be you, Erna?
Yes. Yes, that
You
someone could
dare to give
definitely.
yourself load to be really
Oh,
naked
yes. I
on the
can.
camera,
Yep, yep. Yeah,
naked in the energy. You can come
yeah.
on.
Yeah, my energy is there to share with people and to show people that you don't need to fear um, the energy that's in you and around you. You're here to learn. And if I can learn, and if I can make that step to a next level, then it's fine if people can learn from that as well. So
Yeah,
yes,
it's wonderful to share. Yeah,
yes.
it's really wonderful to share. Yeah. Okay,
Well, we have a
we
deal.
have a third date.
We have a third date. Yes.
And of course, we hope we can do that sooner than the past time, but
Yeah.
that's also time. I think this
Yeah,
is divine timing,
exactly.
because if it would have been a really very different podcast if I hadn't become sick and we had done the podcast in that week.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't have had this.
No, no, no. And
Something
this
else, of
is,
course, but this
yeah,
is really next level. This is really next level for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. This was just the best timing. And
Oh, there's something else I want to show. Just a moment.
okay.
If you don't think about the colors, if you don't think about the image,
Hmm.
I'm very curious, what is the feeling or the knowledge or vision, whatever, or what you hear when I share this?
Oh, that's my I get emotional from that. That comes in really, really
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
I'll tell you short what this is. Do you still have time?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Because Monday I was somewhere, and my last horse died a year ago, and I'm not with horses anymore.
Yeah.
And I was somewhere, and there was this huge horse I had to pass. And I had huge horses before too. The
Yeah.
last one was small, but a lot low. But I really had that I couldn't look over their backs, and I could
Yeah.
just manage that all. Then no problem. But I was scared to pass that wonderful horse. And the lady said, "You can just pass. There's nothing." And I was looking at the horse, and the horse bent her head. So it was like a giraffe. Bent her head toward me and put her nose in my face, and I smelled that wonderful sweet. I love that sweet smell, scent of horses, of their nose.
Yeah.
And then she touched my plexus. She really touched in my belly, and I started to cry. There was really so much grief coming out. And that lady, I didn't know her either, but she was crying too.
Oh.
And she said, hug her, give her a hug. But I was holding also my purse. And she said, put your purse down and hug her. So I did. First I thought, no, I'm not going to hug your horse, but it's very intimate. But I did. The horse really, really asked me to do that. And her eyes, she was really pulling me in. So I hugged her and more tears came out. And all of a sudden, it was gone.
Yeah.
It was over. And I said, well, I thought it is the grief, probably not because of my last horse, but that wasn't it. It was like you. It's really, and then I did the calibration on this. And behind this, I did an intuitive painting on a cat a few years ago who was blind, and I gave him eyes.
Oh.
Disappeared from where he was living.
Yeah.
Was a stray cat from Egypt. But anyway, that cat really got his life back, took his life, and went where he wanted to go without being able to see with his eyes, but he got. And that.
Oh, you're stuck. Just wait a bit. You're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you were stuck, and I was looking at my Wi-Fi, but I don't know. Well,
yeah, but how far did you see?
You were talking about you calibrated for the cat, and he took his you gave him his eyes, and he took his life back basically because of that.
And then, so I calibrated over that, the grief I had let go. So I calibrated the space I got in my heart.
Yeah.
But I kept his head over here with the eyes. I couldn't go over that. And then all of a sudden, at another moment, my guide said and showed me the yellow really almost jumped into my hands. And the ochre, I started to go over the face. And that really, really liberated.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine.
Really, not only the cat, but it really liberated on a collective level.
Yeah.
But then it turned out into a heart.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really into it. This is intuitively a heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You draw, and then afterwards you only see what you drew.
Yeah, but I'm your reaction. Something in you also wanted to come out on grief.
Yeah.
So that's gone now. It's
I can feel it. It's lighter. It's lighter. I've been the past few weeks. I have been very emotional with everything, and just I could cry like this. So I'm trying to sort of hold on, and now this is just
feel liberated on that part. Good.
Yeah.
So it's good that we can close this limitless talking. We
Yeah.
are really limitless.
with this, we can definitely close this part of the calibration trilogy. So to say, I'm just going to call it the calibration trilogy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that also, that word. Shall we calibrate on that, the Trinity, next time?
Yeah, we can.
Just an idea. No, don't get stuck on that. But
No.
I
Yeah.
love
So
talking again.
next time we'll do a calibration on me, and so that the viewers can see. Well, the listeners can't see, but they can hear what it is like to get a calibration from you, and how it practically works. So yeah, and with that, I just want to say enjoy our podcasts. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, share, please. If you have any comments, just leave them down below. And as usual, I'll put the information from Monica down under the video. So with that,
A
I'm
big
just
hug.
saying big
Much
hug.
love. And please
And
share, because comments and just sharing,
it's
also,
important. It's important that as many people as possible learn about this. So yeah, please share.
all
Thank
the
you very much.
possibilities. Yeah.
And we'll see
So
you
welcome.
next time.
Yeah.